7 CEOs lied to Congress while their own labs confirmed addiction. Brown and Williamson's own internal documents proved it decades earlier. The 1998 master settlement cost the industry $246 billion. Brown and Williamson began internal addiction research as early as 1963. Researcher Addison Yeaman wrote an internal memo in June 1963. Yeaman wrote that nicotine is, quote, addictive in the same sense as hard drugs. Yeaman also noted that Brown and Williamson was, quote, in the business of selling nicotine. The memo was immediately classified as attorney-client, privileged and buried. Brown and Williamson's Project Janus ran secret nicotine manipulation studies through the 1970s. Internal documents show researchers manipulated ammonia-chemistry to boost nicotine delivery. A 1972 Brown and Williamson memo described nicotine as a, quote, satisfaction dose. These documents stayed hidden inside the company's law firm archive for over 2 decades. In 1994, a paralegal named Merrell Williams smuggled photocopies out of that archive. Williams passed roughly 4,000 pages of internal documents to a plaintiff's attorney. The documents became known as the Brown and Williamson cigarette papers. Professor Stanton Glantz at UCSF received a copy and published the full archive in 1994. Brown and Williamson sued to suppress publication, but ultimately failed in federal court. The papers documented over 40 years of suppressed science across the entire industry. Now the April 14, 1994 congressional hearing, one of the most documented moments in corporate history. Congressman Henry Waxman chaired the House Energy and Commerce Subcommittee that day. 7 tobacco company CEOs were sworn in together, an unprecedented mass oath. Each CEO, one by one, stated that nicotine was not addictive. The testimony was broadcast live and replayed widely across news networks. Philip Morris CEO William Campbell was among those who denied addiction under oath. R.J. Reynolds CEO James Johnston made the same denial to the same committee. By 1994, their own archive documents already contradicted every word they said. Internal Philip Morris research from 1972 had already confirmed nicotine's addictive pharmacology. A Philip Morris scientist had written in 1969 that the company was, quote, selling a drug. The Liggett Group settled with state attorneys general in 1996, the first company to break ranks. Liggett's admissions confirmed that cigarettes caused cancer and that the industry had coordinated its denial strategy. State attorneys general had been filing Medicaid cost recovery lawsuits since 1994. By 1997, 46 states had joined lawsuits seeking reimbursement for smoking-related Medicaid costs. Negotiations for a global settlement began in secret meetings in 1997. On November 23, 1998, the Master Settlement Agreement was signed by 4 major tobacco companies: Philip Morris, R.J. Reynolds, Brown and Williamson, and Lorillard all signed. The total settlement value reached $246 billion paid over 25 years. The MSA also banned outdoor billboard advertising and cartoon mascot marketing to minors. The companies were also required to dissolve the Tobacco Institute and the Council for Tobacco Research. Internal documents were also required to be publicly archived, creating the Legacy Tobacco Documents Library. The library ultimately held over 14 million internal tobacco industry documents. In 2006, Judge Gladys Kessler ruled that major tobacco companies had violated federal racketeering law. Her 1,683-page opinion found a decades-long conspiracy to deceive the public about health risks. The companies were ordered to publish corrective statements in major newspapers and on television. The FDA gained authority to regulate tobacco products only in 2009 under the Tobacco Control Act. That is 15 years after the 1994 hearing where 7 CEOs denied addiction under oath. U.S. smoking rates have fallen from over 40% in 1964 to under 12% today. Smoking still causes an estimated 480,000 U.S. fatalities annually, according to the CDC. The MSA remains the largest civil litigation settlement in United States history. The cigarette papers are now fully searchable at the UCSF Legacy Tobacco Documents Library. 40 years of internal science, 1 hearing, and the largest settlement ever recorded. If the documents exist, pint-sized scandals will find them. Subscribe, and we will see you at the next case.